Innovation is all about, making something from nothing. Actually the act of creating. Everything you see here, all the tunnels we built and all the people we employ and all the people we've flown around the world, it has all happened on the backs of the innovation of the people here.
iFly is a company which thrives on new ideas, but an idea on its own isn't enough. An idea is just the beginning. Action is the spark which lets creativity become true innovation. At iFly Austin, instructor and trainer Waz Chowdhury is a great example of what innovation can look like from an iFly instructor.
Chris Dixon told me I had to teach the staff how to sit fly. So I made it a game, like a competition, like who's better than who, blah, 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 just pushing people around. And we started doing it on Tuesdays, and it was awesome. It was just staff, only staff. And I had the rule, same exact thing as it is now, but it was just staff against staff. And then we'd have a couple standby people standing around, like, oh man, can we play too? So they'd get in, and they want to bring friends. And so I was like, I don't care, we're just doing this thing. It was just a way to learn that was fun. There's got to be something other than transitions, layouts, transitions. I added in the WASI blocks, turning points, hoops, rings, tubes, whatever else we could think of. It's just a community feel, man. Everybody's involved. You don't know if you're judging or you're keeping track of the teams or helping somebody out. It's pretty cool.
The love of flying is a great motivator, but it isn't the only way for a person to connect their passion to the work that they do for iFly. The team at iFly Portland has come up with an event which is quickly making its way to other tunnels nationwide.
All Abilities Night, it's a night when we invite the community to come in and fly, no matter what your ability is. If you have a disability of any sort, if you have a restriction, something that changes your day-to-day life. It gives you and your family a break to come in and fly and experience something just like everyone else would, and no restrictions. You're not bound to a wheelchair. You're not having to do your day-to-day check-ins with doctors. You don't have to do anything like that. And it gets you to escape real life and give you a break. And it's not just for the people who are going through that, but for their families that go through it with them. Jamie brought this idea to me by basically coming into my office one day and just sitting down and being like, I have something to talk to you about. Do you have some time? And, yeah, sure, let's talk.
We've been doing All Abilities at this location for over a year. We started in the spring of 2016. I have a special needs child, so helping the special needs community is something I'm super passionate about, and it's something that I know a lot about firsthand. Recreationally, there's not a lot, and so kids who have special needs are often excluded just because they don't fit the mold or they can't do things like everyone else can do. So we were chatting one day and talking about how there's a need for that. And I said, well, we should do it. We should try it. We should start something and see if people would come. And so we talked to the managers here and got their support and said we want to do this night. And we sold out our first night in less than 24 hours.
I think our culture here is so great because we all think we're 12s. When the culture tour was going around last year, Matt Ryan came and asked us on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? And we all agreed on 12 and refused to change our answer. So we set ourselves to be above the rest in everything.
Company-wide, our team seeks continuous improvement. Not satisfied to be simply the best wind tunnel manufacturer in the world, iFly's engineering team continues to innovate world-class airflow. These improvements would not be possible without continuous feedback from our operations teams. In 2015, iFly opened with a brand new tunnel design in The Woodlands, Texas. Our engineering and flight training teams worked together to improve this design, culminating with iFly Atlanta, which opened in 2016 and has been described as the world's smoothest airflow.
The engineering team has been more active about asking for feedback about wind profiles and how the tunnels behave and how they perform.
The problem is that we don't know what's good enough. We don't know what expert flyers can feel. So we get good practical engineering information via Chris and others like him. He can distinguish between what you can feel and what you can't. When it really got kicked into high gear was when we opened Woodlands, and there were some issues there that everybody seemed to feel.
The speed by the net was essentially slower, and then it got faster as you went up higher in the flight chamber, which for the types of flying that's popular now, it creates a lot of challenges, right? Because you want more power closer to the net. Also with flying flyers and first timers, it created some challenges.
We flew it and got this profile that he described, and then we assembled a team of all of our experts, all of our aerodynamic experts. And lo and behold, we were able to predict something very similar to what Chris said he felt. And so then we knew we were on to something. It's a little cliche, but the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. And it's frankly it's what makes me get up in the morning and want to come in and do this every day, is the innovation that we're able to do together as a team. No one of us, by any means, has all the right answers.
I think innovation is daring to do something that you've not done before, and you don't know how it's going to work out. It might be fantastic, it might crash and burn. It's being brave enough to take that risk.
Go big right now. I wake up thinking that, what do I need to do today to make things better, right? And just keep pushing it. That's it. That's it.
My biggest contribution to innovation here at iFly is to create a place, or try and help create a place, that draws the best out of people, that encourages them to take risks and to speak out when they have different ways of doing things or different ways of looking at things, that encourages and rewards that kind of diversity, that gives people the license and the latitude and the room to make mistakes. And if somebody's not making any mistakes, it's very likely because they're not taking any risks. Just the idea that every day we wake up and try and figure out how to do it a little bit better than we did it the day before, that's what makes it worth coming to work. That's what makes it fun and makes it feel like you're growing. And if you're not growing, then why even bother?